Hello, Norwich University family. This is your president, Dr. Mark Anarumo, and it's February 24th, and I have some important updates about the campus operating environment and the current state of the virus on campus and some student services that I would like to make sure I advertise to the entire community. So, as of February 24th, we have issued and conducted 11,249 COVID tests since January 15th. 11,249 tests. That is truly extraordinary. And I really thank everyone involved in our testing center, Nicole DiDomenico, running the center, her wonderful volunteers, Dr. Paulette Thabeau, and her nursing faculty and staff, and all the volunteers. It's been a huge lift. It's a remarkably high number of tests, and we could not have stayed open without their great work, so thank you to all. As of tonight, we only have 5 current positive tests in isolation here on campus, only 5. To put that in context, on January 27th was our highest number. We had 65 on campus. So it's been a tough couple of weeks, certainly, but we've done very, very well. And it's a credit to all involved, the students, the student support staff, of course, our facility operations professionals. Everyone's done really beautifully, and I'm very grateful. So down from 65 on our highest day to only 5 on campus today, and we have 2 additional positives that are employees off campus, and we look forward to getting them back to work as soon as they're done with their medical protocols. They're, of course, under the care of their medical providers. We'll look forward to getting them back. So we have 7 in the community, only 5 on campus. In quarantine, we currently only have 10 on campus in quarantine and 1 student off campus in quarantine. That's down from 91 on February 5th that were in quarantine for various reasons. So once again, incredible. Incredible effort, our students have done everything beautifully. Those are incredibly positive numbers in comparison to where we were just a few weeks ago. Our total number of students on campus currently is 1,089. That's 1089. That's about 750 fewer than we were planning to have in the spring, and about 1,200 less than we could have had in a normal semester. So we'd love to have everyone here, obviously, but I continue to say to all of you, if this is not where you think you need to be right now because it doesn't feel safe or your mental health was suffering, or it's not the right time for your family and you to be here for the rest of the spring semester, fully supported, and we will continue to enable your departure, and we will always continue the prorated room and board refunds to make sure that you can make the right decisions as a student, and families can make the right decisions as individual families for what's best for you right now. It's very important to me that you all come back. We plan to be fully up in a normal operating environment in the fall of 21. So if this is the right time for you to make a decision for your family to study remotely for the rest of the spring, then please, we'll fully support you doing so with no repercussion. Okay, we'll take good care of you whether you go home or whether you stay here. But if you do stay here, I have some great news. We're going to have expanded programming and an improved campus experience because our numbers are so low. We can do so. Okay, so starting tomorrow, February 25th, we're going to have a blood drive, and it's been very well set up, very safely arranged logistically, and that'll be over at the National Guard area on campus between the civilian and military parts of campus. So the Center for Civic Engagement, I'll give those contact information numbers out here in a second. They're running it, but I'll be there. I'm A negative, so very rare blood type, and I always give. So I'll be there. Hope to see you there. If you can give, if not, totally understand. It's your choice, but we always do well in the blood drives. It's an important civic duty if you're able to. On the 27th of February, we're going to be able to do a lot more for student programming because our numbers are now very manageable. Everyone will be happy to know the therapy dog will be here on the 27th on Saturday at the Shaw Outdoor Recreation Center. So please, if you want to see the therapy dog, go on up and check it out. We're going to have a curling demonstration and lessons and participation at the outdoor rink over by the Wise Campus Center on Saturdays. Please head on over. We'll also have 2 food trucks on campus that'll be off-campus vendors, so you can partake this weekend in additional food options. They'll be available starting on Saturday. And very proud to announce, confirmed, that this Saturday we will start our winter sports season. We'll have at least 3 games this weekend, up to 5 this weekend, between men and women's hockey, Men and women's basketball, we're still finalizing some schedule adjustments based on the fact we couldn't play last week, but starting this weekend, we'll be playing. So keep your eyes peeled. We'll live stream every game that we can, and I'm really grateful to our athletic coaches, the whole department, the staff, the trainers, to get us to the point that we can play safely. And we'll only play as long as we can do so safely. We don't want to put our athletes in any kind of a at-risk environment, and we won't. But winter sports will start this Saturday. We'll have at least 2 games on Saturday, and like I said, maybe up to 5 through the course of the weekend. So that'll be this Saturday the 27th, Sunday the 28th. On March 1st, which is Monday, the library will open for both library services, but also student study space, okay? So the library will be open for your use, students, and please do take advantage. They've been itching to get back and support you, and I'll probably do some walkthroughs next week and come say hi to you in the library. Many of you have been wanting a hot breakfast. Starting Monday, March 1st, we're going to offer a hot breakfast, okay? 7:30 to 8:30, it will be first come, first serve. You can come and get your hot breakfast and eat it there. First come, first serve, like I said. But once we reach capacity for distance dining, we'll have to ask you to take your hot breakfast to go. Or you can just come in and say, I want my hot breakfast to go, and you can take it back to your room and enjoy it there, or another safe location. But hot breakfast will start on March 1st, 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. So please take advantage of those of you that were looking for a hot breakfast. During my walks around campus and random interactions with students, I've been pressed hard on Dunkin' Donuts. Let's have a full menu. And I got a long email from a student from New Hampshire who explained to me that it is basically state law that you have to drink iced coffee every 12 months out of the year. It's a New Hampshire thing, apparently. But I'm happy to announce on Wednesday, March 3rd, Dunkin' Donuts will have its full menu of items. The reason we can't do it on the 1st of March is we have to make the order for the items for the vendor on the 1st, and then we can start the service on the 3rd, okay? So Wednesday, March 3rd, Dunkin' Donuts will be fully operational with a full menu. Then we'll get through next week. We'll do the testing aggressively all week, as we have been. And then on March 8th, if the numbers stay low, which I fully expect they will, we will be able to have a more familiar campus experience. We'll stay in the campus quarantine, but with some modifications, and we'll see if we can do more as far as opening based upon state guidelines at the time and our current rates, okay? But for on campus on March 8th, which is Monday, we will go back to the full in-person dining. So it's 3 meals a day. It's by your banner schedule, not by the housing units and the other restrictions we have. It'll be the restored dining experience, 3 meals a day. But since those are the same employees that are doing the food trucks that are riding around campus, the internal food trucks will stop on March 8th so that they can work in the main chow hall, but also the mill. I've been contacted about the importance of the mill to get your chicken fingers on and your mozzarella sticks. So the mill will go to the full operations, including the grill, on March 8th, which is Monday. Right now it's open for convenience items, but the grill will be fully operational no later than March 8th. So those of you that were dying for those grilled items, they'll be available on March 8th. All right, student support things that are very important to our full community, both on campus and studying remotely. Last week I talked about the Academic Achievement Center and the Career and Internship Center, and I gave all the information for their websites, their flyers, and the phone numbers. This week I want to give you 4 additional student service areas and then the library contact number. So the Center for Civic Engagement is a center that really helps you develop into a better citizen, understand about your role as a citizen in our country, volunteer opportunities, and just how to really get involved in your community. So the CCE, Center for Civic Engagement, is doing the blood drive. It's one of their many services they'll provide. Nicole DiDomenico is our director, and she can be reached at area code 802-485-2644. That's 802-485-2644. You can email the center and for Nicole and her staff. It's 4achange@norwich.edu. The number 4, the letter A, and the word change. 4achange at norwich.edu. So give a call or send an email if you want to contact them. Professor Lidke runs our Writing Center, which is a wonderful service. Talk about Academic Achievement Center with their wonderful programming, including mathematics. But if you need help with writing, or you're already good at writing and you just want to get better, please contact Professor Lickey and her staff. It's Writing Center at norris.edu. It's Writing CTR, all with no dots, all one word, at norris.edu. Or give them a call at 802-485-3282, 485-3282. They're available, of course, completely to our remote learners, but also our in-person, in-resident students. Our International Center, run by Professor T. Yang, their number is 485-2934, or international at norris.edu. That was 485-2934. So if you're an international student, need some support, or you're a domestic student who's wondering about international programs and opportunities, please reach out. Wonderful programming, and it's an area that we are going to be expanding. So great time to check in and see what's available. We also have our Center for Student Success, run by Professor Look. Center for Student Success. Their phone number is 802-485-2985. That's 802-485-2985. And they're completely invested, obviously, in every student's success here, whether it's remote or in residence. And Steve Look is looking forward to working with you and to help facilitate any kind of interactions you need to have around campus. And finally, the library. I talked about the library a second ago, being open for library services and study space starting on March 1st on Monday. Their phone number is 485-2176. That's 485-2176. So if you need anything from the library, please give them a ring, and they'll be happy to help. Okay, some final notes here. ROTC is going to be announcing some more training, including PT. They talked to our higher headquarters and all of our services, and we'll be announcing how they can start doing some additional instruction and experiences for our cadets in those detachments. All right, mountain cold weather related to Army ROTC, obviously, is already working. They're out there training, and they'll be able to do more as the semester goes on as well. So keep an eye out and an ear out for more announcements from the ROTC detachments. The Commandant will be posting more information. Our various clubs, including Cavalry, Pipe and Drum, the artillery battery, all those things will start moving much more aggressively starting the week of March 1st. So the Commandant will be communicating all of that very, very soon and very clearly. Other student life issues and opportunities. There's a lot of virtual programming continues, painting, trivia nights, other gaming events. The virtual programming will continue. We'll have more in person as the semester goes on. I've already talked about curling, which I find endlessly fascinating, at the outdoor rink, and there'll be some other opportunities as well. Colonel Scott Conway and his wife Jillian Ward are doing really amazing things volunteering with our students. They're both quite active in the fitness area. Jillian owned her own gym for a long time and was an internationally ranked CrossFitter. And they do a free Friday at 5 lesson, nutrition, healthy living habits, fitness guidance, how to lift safely, how to do things in your dorm room if you don't want to go to the gym, etc. Friday at 5, great feedback. Thank you to both of them for what they're doing as a community. But that email went out to the whole campus community. If you need it again, just ask around. I'm sure you can get it. It's done on Microsoft Teams, 5 o'clock every Friday. It's a great service from really certified professionals on how to live a more healthy lifestyle and how to gain and achieve your fitness goals. Like I said, paint, trivia, gaming, all that stuff's happening. Shaw Outdoor Center is fully operational every day. Hot chocolate, bonfires. I told you about the therapy dog, sledding, and they literally have thousands of pieces of equipment to rent to get out on the trails and enjoy the Pain Mountain. So please take advantage of the Shaw Outdoor Center, and I thank Colin out there doing great stuff. He's a remarkable treasure and resource for our school. So I'll be out there soon to go visit. So there's more to come. As we have a better experience on campus where our numbers stay low and our students doing everything right, we can do more and more. Okay, so those are the dates, the important things I know a lot of you are waiting to hear about. So please take advantage. Please keep taking care of each other. Please keep doing the right thing. Wear your mask, distance when appropriate, and hold each other accountable. Hold me accountable, and let's do everything right to have an even better experience as the semester moves on. Okay, this will be my last weekly update. You'll hear more from the rest of the senior leaders from the university. I wanted to be very visible and communicate very clearly during the crisis we were in, but now that we are in a better circumstance, I'll let others start to communicate a little more aggressively. But I thank everyone for your patience, for your support, and for doing everything right. We've turned a potential tragedy into a great success story, so I'm grateful to all of you. Okay, very much. So thanks to everybody out there doing the right thing. All right, everybody. I look forward to seeing you on campus. Norwich together, Norwich forever.